It's true. After a little over a year of having my heart absolutely set on this motorcycle, I finally got a Road Glide. Yep, there she is. Or I should say he. This is actually my first male motorcycle. I've determined that it's a boy because this is the very beginning of my Appa Glide. I'll explain more of that later in this video. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. So this is my new to me Harley Davidson 2018 Road Glide Special. I decided on the 2018 model because A, I needed to buy a used bike, and B, I liked that the infotainment system still had buttons on it. I'll also explain more of that later. I bought this motorcycle used. It has 15,000 miles on it and loads of aftermarket upgrades that I was actually planning on doing to a Road Glide myself. So the fact that I found this already broken in motorcycle for me was perfect. The aftermarket upgrades on this motorcycle include heated grips, an upgraded windscreen, crash protection, highway pegs, Reinhardt exhaust and a Stage 2 Screamin' Eagle kit, Fox suspension, a Lepera seat, aftermarket mirrors, and upgraded lighting. There's really not a whole lot I want to stand here and talk about with you guys. I want to hop on the bike and go ride, so let's go.
Why? Why now? I know for you guys, you've been seeing me tease a lot of bagger content lately, and that is just total coincidence. I will say, having Harley Davidson loan me those bikes and being able to ride around on the Street Glide definitely helped solidify my decision that I was ready. I just wanted a bagger. So let's go ahead and get the elephant out of the room here. No, I did not sell the Dyna. I will never sell that Dyna. Please do not be worried. I did not sell my Harley Davidson Dyna. I did, however, sell the Scrambler. I don't think that was too difficult to see coming. I bought that motorcycle about 8 months ago. I do not regret that purchase whatsoever. I loved that bike. I loved riding that bike. I loved looking at that bike. But I just didn't have the time to actually ride the bike the way I wanted to. All I've been doing lately is road trips. I have been seriously traveling, crushing some miles, wearing out some tires, and just exploring Ohio and some of the northeastern states over here. And yes, I could very easily continue doing that on the Dyna, but man, I'm gonna tell you what, my body's just getting old. My knees are hurting, my back is hurting, and just having a motorcycle without cruise control and just, limited points of contact on that bike, I was just ready for something more comfortable. And I don't regret this at all. So how did I discover this motorcycle? I was window shopping, as I do, which always gets me in trouble, but I was window shopping on Facebook Marketplace, Cycle Trader, stuff like that. And this bike popped up in New Hampshire. So this wasn't even like in my state. It was for sale in New Hampshire, private party. The bike has 15,000 miles on it and a ton of aftermarket upgrades that I was already planning on doing myself to this motorcycle. So I fell in love with it, man. I fell in love with how clean it was, how well kept it was. I loved the fact that it was ridden, not ridden crazy, but it had 15,000 miles on it. She's broken. She also just had the 15,000 mile service. So I was planning on figuring out how I could get this motorcycle from where I'm at in Ohio to New Hampshire. It's about a 14-hour drive, and that's, one way without stops. So that's a haul. So I was chatting with my guys over at Faro Harley Davidson, sending them links and stuff, and they asked me, they're like, do you really want this bike? Is this the one? And I was like, I think it is, man. It's kind of perfect. And they said, well, if you really want it, we'll go get it for you. Like, literally, we'll go pick it up for you. And I was like, that's crazy. That's really far. You don't have to do that. I'll fly. I'll do something. And they said, nah, man, like, we want to work with you on this. We want to be able to be a part of, like, the future of this bike and the build, and we're very happy to go pick it up for you. So Faro Harley Davidson drove to New Hampshire and picked up this bike for me, brought it back over, and I walked into the dealership. I'd never seen it before. I took one look at her, and I said, let's do it. Let's sign the paperwork. So I technically bought the bike from Faro Harley Davidson. I couldn't be more pleased, man. The experience has been absolutely wonderful. So let's talk about why I went with such an older model. I wanted the 2018 because A, it's cheaper, and B, the infotainment system on them is actually not as pretty as the new bikes. You know, you got the newer models that have like the sleek touchscreen, all of that jazz, but I kind of wanted the buttons. I don't know, I'm kind of old school. I like the home button. So let me go ahead and explain to you what the hell an APA is. It's gonna sound, I like literally can't even explain this without feeling ridiculous. Okay, so if you guys are new to my channel, hello, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Jess. This is my brand new 2018 Harley Davidson Road Glide Special. I am thrilled. But if you are not new to this channel, you probably remember the fact that I, a 32-year-old adult woman, am absolutely obsessed with a cartoon show called Avatar: The Last Airbender. This show aired on Nickelodeon between the years of 2005 to 2008 maybe? 3 years, 3 seasons. It's a fantastic, potentially the best anime show, the best cartoon series ever made. I'm incredibly biased, but it's true. Well, in the show, the main character is an airbender and the avatar, so he can control all the elements. Well, avatars have animal companions, which basically means that he has a pet. So Aang has a 1-ton, 6-legged flying bison named Appa, A-P-P-A. And Appa has white fur with brown arrows, like arrow indicate, like what's it? I guess just like shape. So Aang has tattoos in the shape of arrows, and Appa has arrows on his head. It's a thing. I could go into a whole lore and a history about it, but it's just basically just know that these two characters have arrows on their heads and going all over their bodies. So this motorcycle, as soon as I test rode this bike last year for the first time, I could not stop getting the fun concept out of my head of, oh my gosh, what if I made a road glide look like Appa? So basically, I already did a Photoshop rendering of this, and this is on a CBO. No, this is not a CBO, it's a special. But I did a Photoshop rendering and put arrows on a white road glide, and I think it's the coolest thing ever, and that's basically what we're gonna do to this bike. So this bike is Appa, that's his name. He is my big white flying bison, and I'm a nerd, but I'm so excited to do this. Why did I wait? Why did I wait so long? You guys know I love the Road Glide. I've loved it forever. Why did I buy the Scrambler instead of the Road Glide? I should have saved my money and blah, blah, blah. Well, first of all, hindsight's a bitch, so just go ahead and get that out of the way. I'm not wrong, but I'm not right. And second, I'm an adult. I'm not YouTube rich. I have a job. I have a career. I've been with the same company for 10 years, and I really enjoy earning the things that I own. I take a lot of pride in that. So I did not have the money to just fork over and buy a $30,000 motorcycle last year. That just wasn't in the cards for me. I still don't have the money to fork over $30,000 and buy a new motorcycle. That's why I found a used one. But after seeing the type of riding that I was doing and the type of riding that I enjoy, you know, I really do want to continue to do some dirt and off-road riding, but that's not me. That's never been me. That's why I always wanted to stick with cruisers and ride Harley Davidsons, man. Like, yeah, riding in the dirt's fun, but that's not what I want to spend most of my time doing. So, you know, invest in yourself, invest in your future. I also noticed how much you guys were enjoying the bagger content. I honestly don't even know what else to call it. I know you love the Dyna. I love the Dyna too, don't worry. I know a lot of you, probably the primary people watching, like the majority of you guys watching right now, probably ride something similar to this. Whether it's a Harley Davidson, a Victory, a Kawasaki, an Indian, I don't know. If you ride a bagger, then you're my people, man. Every single time I would post a video with me on a Road Glide, Street Glide, a Road King, I treated this like an investment. You know, not only is this an investment to me and my riding style, it's an investment to the channel because I know you guys are enjoying it. I know there was like a handful of you that enjoyed the Scrambler as much as I did, but not a whole lot, so it was kind of incredibly disheartening when I would go and record and have fun on the Scrambler and share it with you guys, and it just tanked, man. The content tanked. It sucks. Hurts my feelings. So I sold it. Dude, I'm so excited. Let me know what you think. Let me know. I mean, honestly, what's done is done. The bike is mine, and I'm just so excited for our future together. I really do need a bigger garage. And for those of you that are going to comment, you've probably already commented by now because I've waited a little while to mention this in the video. For those of you who are commenting that I should have test rode an Indian Challenger or any other comparable motorcycle, I have. Of course I have. And I still, my heart just comes back to this bike, man. It's the way it looks, it's the way it feels, it was the price, it was the tech. Like, of course there's always going to be better motorcycles out there, but this is what's best for me, and I love it, and I want you guys to respect that, because I also want you to do whatever the hell makes you happy, because I love and respect that too. If you're on 2 or 3 wheels, man, we're family, and I'm going to be fucking stoked for everybody who's out riding. So I can only hope that you can return the favor, because I'm incredibly stoked about this bike. As much as I just want to keep sitting here and chatting with you guys, of course, I need iced coffee. It's hot as hell out, and I need a break from this sun. So let's go get some coffee.
Iced coffee acquired, and time to wrap up this video. I'm super excited to read through the comments and see what you guys think about my brand new to me, Aqua Glide. And let me know where you think our first road trip should be. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for your continuous support and just celebrating these life moments with me. I don't care who you are. Every time you buy a new motorcycle, whether it's your first time or your 50th time, it's exciting. So I hope you guys get to go out and ride as much as possible this summer. Thank you so much for watching this video. And until my next one, you be good, and I'll see you later.